Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Nicholas. I'm an industrial engineer from Colombia. I also have a Canadian degree in strategic marketing communication, and I also have some experience that I understand that you have some questions, so let's start. So, yes, I do. Happens that my father, he worked in an insurance company, a medical insurance company, and once I heard him talk about he was needing a learning platform during the COVID pandemic, mostly to train people in rural areas when they have less doctors. Okay, so it's a long story, but just by hearing it, I took the opportunity and I create a learning platform model. I presented. They thought it was nice, a nice layout, so they give me green light, and I developed the whole course for COVID. During the project, I have to learn HTML because I do the platform in Model Cloud, and if you really want to get most out of the platform, you need to know HTML just to pull out information and personalize the page. So I did it, and at the end, it was a very nice project. Have a lot of success. I live out of that for a year, basically during the pandemic, and was a very great experience. Yeah, so once I had this job, my boss came with an impossible task. Was basically to fill a survey. This is a very specific survey from the government, and the thing is that it's enormous, it's gigantic. The survey is, and it's very hard to fill it in. You really need to know how to manipulate the data in order to pull out the number that the government is asking for. And the thing with this survey is the first time I tried, I find it, it took me like 1 month working all day and all night to finish the survey. And this time my boss came to me and said, "Hey, we need to have this by the end of the weekend." At that moment, I was pretty honest with my boss. I tell him, "Okay, this is going to be very hard." I told him about my past experience with that survey. He said, "Okay, I understand you, but we still need to have this by the end of the week. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a team, and you're going to use your expertise and your experience to get this ready at the end of the week." I was agree, but to be honest, I still have my doubts because it's like a very long. It's not only the amount of work, it's also something very technical. So he gave me a team and I explained the situation. I say, okay, we need to do this by the end of the week. These times you will find problems for sure. So I need you to talk to me because I've already finished it and I don't want you to get stuck in the same things I get stuck last year. So we start working. Of course, we find problems, we find obstacle, and I was nervous about it. But we finish. Actually, we finished 2 days before the deadline, and actually was a very nice experience. Actually, was my one of my best experience working with people. And this team, they were like super smart, super intelligent. I barely have to explain a thing. They solved the problem. One of them even managed to get better solutions to some problems we find. I mean, better solutions in compared to the solutions I find the first time. And they were just incredible. The work was super smoothly and fine and nice. And actually, was a very nice experience. The best team I ever had. Everyone was so talented and smart. Okay, so back in Colombia, I used to work in a real estate company. I was front desk, and once we had this very angry customer. He was screaming all over the place, and we have other clients at the place at that moment. Was awful situation. So just to give a quick summary of what was happening, the customer he rent an apartment and the landlord changed the furniture before he moved in. So what the landlord did is he pulled out like very expensive furniture, a lot of TV, a very high quality, huge TVs, to show the apartment. When the client moved in, he took the TV, he changed for a broken TV, he changed for a very low quality furniture, and it was basically a pretty unfair situation. We were dealing with that at that moment. Of course, we sent emails. We saying, "Hey, that's not good. You cannot like offer something and then change the." Okay, it was a long story. I don't want to. I don't want to annoy you with that. So the thing is that we have this angry customer with other customers in the same room, and I talked to him. I say, okay, okay, I can help you. I can help you. So let's go to this room and I help you. Um, of course, he said not at first. So, okay, explain me the situation. I just try to be professional because sometimes I think when you are like very polite and professional, it creates like kind of shield. It doesn't work often, but that's something I believe. So after he told me the situation, okay, I can help you. I answer, I can help you. So let's come to this room and let's see what we can do. The reality is that we were already working on the situation and was very frustrating because at that moment there's not much I can do. So I did the best I could, of course, but the best thing for me at the moment was try to get the angry customer away from the other customer, try to save a little of the image of the company. I think was a very smart move and was not easy to do because he was very angry, but I could talk him